Yo, so I just had a little bit of inspiration for a video topic, and this one's related to professions because I feel like a lot of people are kind of jaded or even dissatisfied when it comes to the type of work that they do. And I think there's a lot of reasoning behind that because, as humans, we do tend to want to do something that's fulfilling with our lives. We want to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be, which involves working jobs that we believe in careers, in industries that we do have real passions in, that we hold value in, right? And it is hard when you find yourself working in a position where you don't see much value, you can't extract much meaning. And I guess what I want to share is that it's okay to have those feelings, but never forget that what you're doing, even if it's not the most pure form of your being, it's not the most ideal scenario, the industry that you work in, the profession that you have, the title that you hold, don't forget that you do benefit people's lives. And I'm talking about for 99% of jobs. Now, when it comes to politics, when it comes to more controversial positions of power, then, arguably, we could say there might not be as many benefits, real life positives for other people, implications. But if we're talking about the base, the 99% of blue collar workers, people that go to work every day and, they get their paycheck and go home, I'm just here to say that, don't be ashamed of the type of work that you do, especially if you have to take care of people. If you have a family, if you have people that depend on you, don't ever feel like what you're doing is not valuable, because even if it's not your passion, it still is helpful and useful to society. And just because you're doing it now doesn't mean you have to do it forever. I've worked a variety of jobs, and actually more than most, I think, for people my age. I've worked in the food industry, I've worked as a janitor, I've worked in service, I've worked at gift shops, I've had internships at high-level tech companies, biotech, gene therapy company. I've done research in laboratories. I've tutored and taught for years now. Let's see what else. I've worked minorly in construction, working on an Airbnb that was being built in Costa Rica. So I've done a variety of different work throughout my life, and not to mention personal business ventures. And I'm not going to sit here and say that every single position that I've ever had was the most fulfilling thing that I've done, because that'd be a lie. But all of those experiences taught me something, and they all helped me to reach the level that I'm at now. And so if I hadn't had any of those individual experiences, I might not be as well-rounded or have the perspective that I do now. And I know that I'm obviously still insufficient in certain categories to be who I want to be, but that's what future jobs are for. And those experiences are going to continue to teach me and grow me into, that mold, that character that I want to develop. So if you can think of, your job and your current profession as a ladder and a means to ascend, then it doesn't have to be as something that is unfulfilling. Maybe in the present moment it's not where you want to be, but just don't forget that it is a stepping stone for you to get to a better place. And there's many industries that really do lay the foundation, the groundwork for this society. You know, there's so many people that do work that is invaluable. Bus drivers, plumbers, technicians, you know, and not even on the hardware, or excuse me, not even on the technical side, just on the social side. Think of all the people that support us with social services, call centers. I mean, there's so many people that make your life easier, that make our lives easier, that we just don't recognize. And so if you're in one of those fields, chances are that's not the most interesting thing that you've ever done, and you aren't probably going to stay there forever. But don't forget that you are improving people's lives, and even if they don't express it to you, there is gratitude to be shared there. And so, hey, I appreciate the work that you do, and hopefully you do too for yourself. And don't forget that things do continue to look up as long as you continue to look up and keep your eyes fixed above, you know. Don't continue to look down or look back, because that's only going to keep you, you know, rooted and grounded. And in some ways, this type of thing, your profession, you know, your career, those are things where you need to take off, you need to leap, and you're going to be safe. You know, you're going to land on a soft surface on the other side, but you have to be willing to jump. And in some cases, you know, you're going to have to catch yourself. Might be a little bit of a hard fall, but it's going to be okay. And, you know, the other side is always is better, you know, once you have time to adapt and grow respectively. So yeah, that's all I got for today. You know, hopefully you resonate with the topic. And if you do, then, you know, leave a like, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll catch you on the next one. So peace.